Hey guys, it's Cosmic Cubing, and I know this is a pretty odd place to record. I haven't recorded here in over a year, but this is going to be my cube collection video for 2022. So let's just get straight into it. For 2x2s, I cannot find my stickered 2x2. So I can only find these two. My Maylong 2x2, which I really have not used in a while, so it's pretty bad as you can probably tell. And my YJ Yupo V2M. This 2x2 is really good. I don't really practice 2x2 though, so it's a little bit rusty. Okay, so while I was getting all my 3x3s out, which, oh my gosh, there's a lot. I found my stickered 2x2, the GAN Q49M. It's way too small for my liking, so I do not use it. I can barely do finger tricks with it. But yeah, there's that. For 3x3s, I have way too much. So let's start with my, wait, no, that's not my main. Is this it? Yeah. The WRM 2022, or 2021. Sorry. This cube is amazing. It turns insanely well. I have not really practiced much cubing lately, so I need to get back into it, but this cube turns really, really well. Okay, so here, yeah, I can turn a little bit better. I should be able to turn pretty well after all these 3x3s. But yeah, this 3x3 is really good. Purple internals, it is my main by far. For my next 3x3, I have the, is this the GAN 11M Pro, I think? Yeah, I think this is the GAN 11M Pro. So this cube turns really well. I'm surprised it still turns this well after all this time, right? Yeah, it has those. Yeah, that's the 11. So I got this cube a while ago for Christmas, and it still turns amazing since I haven't had it as a main in so long. Next, I have the RSPAM 2021. I should probably go a lot quicker. Very buttery, smooth, and overall really good cube. Yeah, I don't want this video to be too long. This is the GAN I think. I honestly do not like the turning of this cube now. Yeah, it's a little bit too locky for me. But the mechanism is really cool, and it works really well in app. Just a normal Maylong. Yeah, this cube turns really bad. I have the GAN 330. I cannot turn this cube really well. I don't really solve mini cubes very often, so it's not the best, but not the worst. I don't remember the name of this cube, the Guanglong V3, I think. I mean, it turns okay. I just got it because I wanted a temporary main until I got my first magnetic cube. The Rubik's Impossible turns, I hate to admit it, but it turns really well for a Rubik's brand. And as you can see, it is solved, and I still know how to solve it to this day. It is fun, and overall just a really cool puzzle. What cube is this? Little Magic, I think. Whoa. Okay, this is a really bad place to record. So, yeah, this cube turns really, really good. For a cheap cube like this, I am really surprised with how this cube turns. So I have the 1 centimeter Rubik's Cube. It turns pretty well. I haven't turned it in a while, so it's a little bit rusty, but other than that, this is a really good cube for its size. I think, yeah, the Halloween cube, I have 2 of those. They turn okay. I haven't gotten the jack-o'-lantern lube, so it's not the best, but it's really not the worst either. Okay, what do we have here? So we have the GAN R. I think this cube is slightly underrated. I understand it is a GAN cube, so it doesn't turn well, but It doesn't turn the worst if you just want to GAN SpeedCube so you can brag about it. Yeah, I'm running out of room over here. Okay, this is the GAN 354M, I think. Is it? Oh wait, no, this is the GAN RV2. Yeah, I don't get that. This is a 1 through 9 cube. Don't know what it's actually called, but it's pretty cool. It's a little bit harder than a normal 3x3 since you can have the flip centers. Christmas Cube 2022 or 2021, I think. I think this cube is pretty good. It's not hard because it's just a 3x3. You can get some colors mixed up though. This is the GAN 354M. I think it's pretty good. Yeah, it's okay if you want a small cube and you want it to be GAN, and it's magnetic. Okay, my first SpeedCube, I tried doing a sticker job. Don't do that. Don't know what brand it is. Okay, that was actually pretty impressive throw. Usual Magic M. It's okay. I think if you want a cheap SpeedCube that's magnetic, I highly recommend this one. Oh, what cube is this? Is this the RS3M 2021, I think? Yeah, it's a really good cube. I think it's pretty underrated. The Sudoku Cube, insanely hard puzzle. If you want a challenge, you should get this. Turns terribly though. Did I mess it up? I don't think so. Normal Rubik's brand, we all know how those go. WRM 2021. WRM 2020. Yeah, 2020. Insanely good cube. You can see I'm turning really well on that. I got my first sub 10 on this, I think. This is a Disneyland cube from Avengers Campus. It turns okay. It's a pretty good puzzle if you want a souvenir. Almost done. Chi Warrior W, I think. And wait, I don't know what cube this is. But yeah, those are my 3x3s. Let me put these away and then we grab out my 4x4s. Okay, so for 4x4s, I have my first 4x4. It's broken. It still turns amazing. It's Maylong. No idea what brand this is, but I think it's a Chi. Yeah, it's a Chi 4x4. Turns really bad. I have my first magnetic one. It's Usual Magic M. I got my first sub 1 on it and sub 1 minute, and very happy with this puzzle. It still turns pretty well to this day. Let's see, that's my main. I think this is the RS4M. I think this cube is really good. If you want a bigger 4x4, this is the one to get. Random 4x4 that I got because I broke my main. It was okay, not the best, but as you can see, non-magnetic. And my main, the MGC4, best 4x4 on the market by far. Okay, for 5x5s, I have this random 5x5 brand. My first one. This was my first ever 5x5. It actually turns pretty good for an Amazon cube. Honestly, if you want a first 5x5, if you could find this one, get it. Because I did my first solve on it, and it was really fun. Let's see. I have a Maylong 5x5, non-magnetic. Turns okay for a non-magnetic cube. I don't know what to say. If you want this, it's pretty cheap, so I guess you could get it just for the collection purpose. I have a carbon fiber 5x5, missing 2 pieces. Surprisingly, it turns really well. Yeah, if you want this, go ahead if you can find it. Pretty good. No idea what kind this is. But this is the MGC, probably the best 5x5 on the market right now. As you can see, it turns really well, and it's magnetic. I have a whole video unboxing it, and I'll tell you, my review is pretty good. I really liked it, and I still do. Okay, I swear I forgot 6x6 was an event. I never practice it, and this is not a 6x6. So I have 3 6x6s. Yeah, I don't practice 6x6. I probably should. I really like the event. So this is just a cheese 6x6. It was just my first 6x6 that was 2 size. Because this was my other one, bigger than normal one, as you can tell. Not by much, but a little bit of size difference. This one turns alright. This one, yeah, don't get it. And we have the MGC 6x6 right here. Really good 6x6. The MGC line is just amazing. So I have 2 7x7s. One of them, never get. This one right here, a Maylong. This one turns terribly, and I forgot to put this away. So yeah, this 7x7 is terrible. I had it in my first video. It was good for the time, but it slows down really quickly after you start turning it. And the MGC, I think I already know what I'm going to say. Best 7x7 on the market. And let's just go over the rest of my big cubes. So we have 8x8. This one turns really bad. It's the Maylong or something. It's supposed to turn well, but I got off of Amazon, so yeah, it turns bad. Ooh. So we have 9x9. This is a really good one. I really love 9x9. And yeah, I'm missing a center cap. But other than that, this is a really good 9x9. I highly recommend it. It's Maylong. All of my big cubes are Maylong, so if you want them, you can probably get them off of SpeedCubeShop for pretty cheap. Okay, this video is really tiring. 10x10. I really love this 10x10. It is my favorite big cube overall. Here. So this 10x10, I unboxed on my channel around a year ago. I cannot fit this in frame. 1 second. Okay, that's better. So this 10x10, it turns really well. Yeah, so if you really want a big cube, I highly recommend the Maylong line. They're all pretty cheap for what they are. We have 11x11. It's scrambled at the moment, but it turns alright. This is not my favorite turning puzzle. I prefer the even number puzzles a lot more, except for 13. 12x12 turns too good. I turn multiple layers sometimes. But this is a really good 12x12. I highly recommend this one. And the 13x13, my favorite puzzle in my collection. This is the best turning odd-numbered big cube I have. Because of just how smooth it turns and how you're only able to turn one layer at once, making it worth the price. And yeah, those are my big cubes. Okay, so for the rest of the WCA puzzles, I have clock. I hate clock. I do not practice it, so this one sucks. But I know how to solve it. If I really wanted to, I could, but I don't enjoy clock, so don't ask me to do a clock video. If you do, I will, but please don't. For Pyraminx, I have 3. The GAN Pyraminx, amazing Pyraminx, since I don't practice and it still turns. Yeah, here. Yeah, it still turns really well. I solve every once in a while, but I don't really practice these kind of puzzles. I mainly only do big cubes and shape mods. Maylong Pyraminx turns terribly. It's magnetic, but I don't really like it. And I have a ball bearing carbon fiber Pyraminx. Turns alright, but yeah, I don't like it. Let's see. For square one, I have 3. One of them I really like, the X-Man Volt V2. I don't know the name of this cube. Comment down below if you know. I have my first ever square one. It's pretty bad. It locks up really easily. I recommend the Maylong more. It turns smoother. Still not that good, but yeah, it's hard to do these finger tricks on it. But yeah, square one's a really fun event. I highly recommend trying it out. Let's see, I have 2 Skewbs. One is a The center caps come off pretty easily though, so I don't recommend it. But this Melon, which I use a lot because it turns really well for its price and what it is. Okay. No idea what brand of Pyraminx this is, but it turns okay. Let's see which one is this one. This is my best Pyraminx I have. X-Man Boys. Or no, not X-Men Boys. Cyclone Boys, sorry. But yeah, this one turns pretty well. It's slowing down a little bit since I haven't really done Pyraminx in like a year and a half. And this one, it sucks. Nothing else to say about it. Okay, now let's get into my non-WCA events. So here are my smaller puzzles. I think I already did this one, the 1 centimeter Rubik's Cube. Pretty good puzzle. I have this one, I don't know what it is. I got it from a friend at school. It's pretty good. Well, actually, it sucks. But it's a really good beginner puzzle. Like, it's a good challenge to see how long it takes for a non-cuber to figure out they can solve it in 4 moves. But yeah, this is a pretty fun one to just turn every once in a while. Yeah, I actually really like this one. I have a mini Ivy Cube. This one is a pretty good one. I'd like solving every once in a while, but other than that, it's okay. It's one of those like keychain cubes that I think Chi did. Or what brand is that? Oh, Mofang did. There's this time where they just did a bunch of like mini cubes, like mini Pyraminx, and a mini Ivy Cube. They turn pretty well. The Pyraminx, not so much. The tips turn so easily and they're hard to get back into place. So I don't recommend this one. But this one's pretty good. I have a 1x1x3, right? No. 3x3x1. Yeah. I actually really like this one. Oh, it's called Floppy Cube. It's a Rubik's brand, but honestly, this is a pretty good one. Turns pretty well, and it's a fun one just solve every once in a while since it's so easy to solve. I forgot about 3x3 though. This Star Wars cube. It turns pretty bad, but it's a pretty cool one to look at. Like, we have all these different characters. I think that's like Luke, Yoda, R2-D2, Darth Vader, Boba Fett, and like some stormtroopers. See, this one's... Oh, that's not solved. Dang it, it's not solved. Oh well. But this is a pretty cool one, just solve every once in a while. It's pretty satisfying also. We have... I don't know what this is, but it's pretty cool. I have no idea how to solve it though. I solved it a few times and I don't really feel like it again. It's a Skewb, but you can get parity. So yeah, not fun. So next we have the Polaris Cube. I'm getting into all these like shape mods, and this is a Skewb shape mod. It's like a Skewb with like a bunch of extra steps. So it's actually pretty easy. As I said in my last video when I did my top 5 favorite shape mods. But this one is pretty simple to solve. It doesn't take a lot of skill. It's more just time consuming because of how many of the same move you need to do. We have the Puppet Cube 2. I really love this puzzle. It's one of my favorites. It's just a really fun one. It's not too difficult once you understand how it works. The Ready Cube, one of my personal favorite shape mods. I don't know what's a shape mod for, but it's a lot of fun. It's really easy also. I can probably solve it in like 30 seconds. No idea what the cube this is, but it's a pretty fun one. I need to relearn how to solve it though. If you know what this is, comment down below. If you've made it this far in the video. This one, no idea what cube this is, but it's a pretty cool one, and as far as I know, it's not the hardest puzzle to solve. The Time Wheel. Love this puzzle. It's the most annoying, and it's probably the most annoying puzzle in the world to solve though. And also one of the hardest puzzles to turn. Floppy Cube. This one turns really good, pretty easy, but it's also annoying because it's easy to get pieces in the wrong spot. The Dino Cube, one of the easiest puzzles I own. It's so easy that you can solve it in the wrong color scheme. Yeah, think about that. Okay, let's finish off a shelf. I'm speeding through this video for a good reason. I don't want this video to be too long. So, I've already done Skewb. We have the Clover Cube. Pretty good puzzle. It's just a 3x3 though. You can get parity. I have a whole video on the parity, so yeah, watch that video if you want. We have my 2 ghost cubes. This one is way better than this one because this one pops. One of my favorite shape mods of all time. The Twisted 3x3. I really like this puzzle. It's fun to solve and you can get it flip center, which is always cool because it helps you learn about your center flipping alg. Fisher Cube, I think. This one is just a 3x3 with like an extra step with the flip center, but it solves exactly like a 3x3. It even has PLO like a 3x3. The Deadly 3x3, because of how sharp these corners are. Yeah, it's just a 3x3 with sharp edges. Mirror blocks, missing a piece. That's why I'm gonna get the can one, because it looks cool, and also I love Mirror Cube. 2x2 is pretty easy, 3x3 is a little bit more difficult. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Axis Cube. It's just a 3x3, but a lot more confusing and scary looking when scrambled. It's also pretty pointy, so don't throw it at anybody. Ivy Cube. I mentioned the other one. It's a fun puzzle. This one also turns pretty good. It's a good puzzle to get started with your shape mods. And we have the Windmill Cube. It's the same as the Fisher Cube, solves like a 3x3, but you can also get a flip center. Okay, so let's finish off another shelf. I did a lot of puzzles over here already. So I have the Pyraminx. I unboxed this in one of my first unboxings ever. Still really like this puzzle. It turns pretty well. It's a Meilong, and overall, it's just a really cool puzzle if you want to get into the Minx puzzles. This random puzzle I found at a Ross. I don't know what it is, but it turns pretty cool. It's pretty satisfying and a pretty cool fidget toy. Like, look at this. Yeah, it looks pretty cool in this state. Don't throw it at anybody. I have the coin Pyraminx. This is also a pretty good puzzle to get into these, like, kind of puzzles. It took around 3 minutes for me to solve, so it's really easy. It's also pretty satisfying to turn. That click is pretty satisfying. The banana, nothing to say. Turns good. It's 2x2x3. And Master Morphix. As I was saying, it's a pretty good puzzle to get into the shape mods, like 3x3, because it doesn't look like it should be a 3x3. That's all it is. There's the cross. Okay, final shelf. The Fidget Toys. I still really love these puzzles. I probably still hold the world record for it. 11 seconds. Pretty cool. I have 2. They're pretty good toys if you just want a good fidget toy. All my gear puzzles. I have the Gear Cube. I love the gear puzzles. They're so fun. This one turns really well. Let's see how long it takes for it to get back. Oh, there we go. Nope. There you go. Pretty cool. Same thing as this one. The gear barrel. I love the barrel gear puzzle. It's pretty satisfying to solve, like getting it from like a shape-shifted mess to this. It's very satisfying. The Gearball, same thing as those two. Just looks a lot more confusing, and I'm missing a piece. It's been missing for a few years. It's a pretty easy puzzle. My grandparents think it's like the hardest thing ever. It's pretty easy. The hardest gear puzzle ever. Ooh. It almost fell again. The Gear Pyraminx. This puzzle is impossible. I still have no idea how to solve it to this day. And the Gear Shift 2x2. Easier than it looks. But yeah, I don't remember how to solve it. It is pretty easy, but honestly, it's pretty simple to solve. That's all I have to say. I have the... What is this? Skewb Ultimate, I think. It's just a Skewb. It solves exactly like a Skewb, as you can see. It's a pretty cool one, though. Looks really cool. I'll probably call it the Crystal Skewb. Another Disneyland Cube. I just love those Disneyland Cubes. They look really cool. Don't tell me this is copyright. If it is, tell me and I'll take it down, but yeah, it's unsolved. But yeah, pretty cool puzzle. I really like it. If I get copyright strike for this, it's worth it. I have 2 Lego cubes. I took 2 normal Lego cubes and I turned them into my own shape mods, and not shape mods, just like different versions. Some of them are actually pretty difficult, not gonna lie. They're fun to solve. I haven't done in a while, but they're pretty cool. For my final cube, I have the Pyraminx Crystal, probably one of my most valuable puzzles. I'm not taking it out of the case anymore. This is probably worth a lot because you can never find it anymore. But this is probably one of my favorite puzzles I own, and yeah, you cannot get this at any store anymore because it's a 50th anniversary puzzle. It's been more years than that now. So yeah. So that is my cube collection. I'm sorry I had to speed through this. I did not want this video to be too long because I had it on my phone and it would not render at all. But yeah, I'll show you what my puzzle collection looks like on my shelf. So yeah, here's my puzzle collection. It is crazy how much bigger my collection is compared to a year ago when I had 70. I have 110 now. I've been really collecting a lot and I might have another order soon. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But yeah, here it is. Look at all those 3x3s though. That's a lot of 3x3s. But yeah, this is probably my second most tiring video to make. My first is solving my whole collection when I only had like 80. I will never do that again because of how big my collection is now. That will probably, I don't even want to think about it. Actually, maybe I'll do it, I don't know. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a like and subscribe to this channel and turn on post notifications to get notified every time I post. Bye guys.